FAQs. I'm sure that there's probably going to be a lot more questions that you may have even after watching this, but I thought I would start off with a few of them. So first one, do I have a studio? Yes, I have a studio. It is located in Narre Warren North, and it is fully equipped with everything that you need to have a successful session. Am I insured? Yes, I am insured. I've got business insurance and public liability insurance, so you're in safe hands. My next one is, do I have a working with children check? Yes, I do, so no worries about that. Can siblings and families be included in any session? My answer to this is always yes. Even if you are doing a cake smash session, I can start that session with having some sibling or family photos. I just feel that family photos are so important and don't get taken enough of everyone together that I will always offer them in my sessions. My next one, do I charge any extra for twins? The answer is a big no. I feel like if you are a parent of twins, you've already got extra costs, so I'm not going to put an extra cost on my session. The next question that a lot of people ask is, what is a great age to photograph newborns? Now, my answer does vary. I do say within that first 2 weeks of life, so 5 to 14 days is great because Bubs is still super curly and sleepy and happy to be moved from position to position. But sometimes things don't go well after birth, and mums might not come in and see me until 4 or 5 weeks old. I can still get beautiful images for you to remember. They may just not be those nudie ones that you see. So the nudie ones are great in those first couple of weeks of life, but if something doesn't go right when you're having Bubs, then I can still do it later on in time. Another question that I get asked a lot is, what is a good age for a cake smash? So for a cake smash, depending what you want, a lot of people like to use it to mark that 1 year milestone, so they want the photos as close to that birthday as possible, whereas others like to have the photos for either invites or to have up in decoration at the party, so they'll get them done at about 10 months of age. That gives time for us to do the shoot, have editing, and then all the prints done and ready to go. Next one is, do I think about safety? And safety is my number one priority. So if I, for some reason, think that your baby or child is not going to be safe, I will either get mum, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever is here, I'll get one person to come and be my spotter, and they will sit super close. And I always say, do not worry about me. Do not worry about me clicking that camera. If your baby is not safe, I want you to hold on to them, okay? So safety is my number one priority. My next one is, what happens if there's a toilet accident? So if I'm taking a photo of a newborn or one of a 3-month or 6-month-old and I have an accident, that's fine. Everything here is washable. Accidents don't bother me at all. A big question I get asked is, what do I need to bring? Now here I've got everything ready for you. The only thing that I ask you to bring is your baby bag. If you need any bottles for a newborn session, or if they need bottles when they're doing a cake smash or a 6-month session, any snacks if they need it for the older babies, and lastly is your outfit. So I've got everything to supply for the baby, but I need you to bring your own outfits or your sibling outfits. If they're doing maybe a 6-month shoot, sometimes I like to ask parents to bring in their favorite outfit, and that way we can get those outfits photographed as well. Next, what happens if I need to reschedule my session? Rescheduling is fine, as I understand people get sick, life happens, so rescheduling is fine, but I do require 48 hours notice, and that is purely so that I can let other people into your session. If I don't get that 48 hours notice, unfortunately, a new deposit will have to be paid. My next question that I get asked a lot is, do I need to select my digital collection before the session? And the answer for this is yes. The reason that I need to know beforehand is my digital collections have different lengths of sessions. So if you're wanting a shorter session, then I have to change my workflow. If you're wanting a longer session, then I've got to add some things into my workflow. So the reason I need to know beforehand is so the session runs smoothly for you. Do I offer a printing service? Yes, yes, yes. Now this, hands down, I think is extremely important. I know that there's lots of places that can print, but they don't print at the quality that a professional printing printer does. Now, the printers that I use are all Australian, so I don't ship anything from overseas. I don't get anything printed overseas. I get it done right here, so it's quality, it's Australian, and it's handmade, and come with fantastic warranties. So please make sure you have a think about the printing service before spending the money with me and getting beautiful memories and then going and getting them printed elsewhere and the colours not being correct. Next one is how can I pay? So all of my payments are done online, and so they can either be direct debit or credit card. If you prefer to pay cash, you can bring cash to the session on the day. But when you pay cash, please just make sure you bring the right cash. I don't have cash stored here. Next, do I offer payment plans? And the answer again is yes, yes, yes. I know that everybody's in a different situation in life, and I just would feel terrible if somebody had to miss out on an opportunity to get photos taken because they didn't have enough money at that time. So my payment plans are personalized. Whether you'd like weekly or fortnightly, and then how much can you afford. So I'm not going to put the pressure on you. You can help me decide what works best for you, and there's no interest on the payment plans. How can I make a booking is usually a big question, and with a booking, I do require a $150 deposit, and that's just to make sure that your date is confirmed and locked in my calendar. So to make a booking, it can either be done via email, via my website. On each of my pregnancy, baby, cake smash and newborn pages, there is a spot that says make a booking. You can click in there and select your date. Just with newborns, if you're unsure, please always contact me first, and then we can figure out the date later on. So usually with newborns, I'll get you to book in with me, and then we don't actually settle on your date until the baby has arrived. What happens after the session? So after the session, once you've left, editing will take 2 to 3 weeks. Once the images are done, you will receive an online gallery. It is private, and you will have a password to get into there. So once you've seen your images, you can work with me and we can figure out which images you're going to have included in your collection and which images you'd like to get printed or made into an album. After that, I get a big question all the time saying, do I give copyright to you? Of course, they're your images. You've paid for them. They are yours to do whatever you'd like with them. And then lastly, will I share them in social media? I will always post one sneak peek after your shoot, and the reason for the sneak peek is so that you can see something instead of waiting for 3 weeks, and also it just helps my little business and other clients see what I offer. So I always will say won't do it if people ask me not to, but it's just a great way for you to see something and future clients to be able to see what my business offers. I hope those questions kind of got everything that you needed. If not, please don't hesitate to use the contact form, or just email me directly. I look forward to speaking with you. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. Bye.